What up, you Timmy's here. Since this month is back to school month and I'm doing my reviews for school-based films, here's my review for the 2007 film Freedom Riders. Now, Freedom Riders premiered all the way back on January 5th, 2007. It of course starred Hilary Swank as this dedicated teacher who is reluctantly divided, who ends up teaching this in this racially divided LA school that has like a class of average teenagers who are deemed for incapable of learning and all. So she ends up pretty much inspiring her students to take an interest in their education and planning their future. And she also assigns them like reading materials that also relates to their lives, and encourages them to keep journals and stuff like that. It's a really decent, touching film. This movie does involve racism and all that. It's actually produced by Dan DeVito of all people. Directed by P.S. I Love You director Richard Mendez. I can never pronounce the last name well. You also had some other interesting cast members, like you had Patrick Dempsey, from Grey's Anatomy fame, who plays Hilary Swank's husband. Scott Glenn was also in this film. You even had famed R&B singer Mario was also in this. Gabriel Chavera, who was pretty good in the recent Selena series, he was really good in this. Definitely had some really decent performances by Hilary Swank. Pretty much the scenes where she gets talking to her students, and one of her students is saying how she doesn't really like white people because of what happened to her family in the past. Yeah, this movie is really intense. It does have some really decent music involved in it too. I mean, it literally has music from RZA and will.i.am, which is really cool right there. You also have Hunter Parrish, who also plays one of the Caucasian students here, who has who's I thought was pretty solid in this film too. That you can also really buy Hilary Swank as this devoted teacher. Like, she played her character really well. This movie is of course actually based on it's also based on a 1999 book simply titled The Freedom Riders Diary. And it's definitely really, I do like these type of inspiration, school-based movie, whether it's something like, Dead Post Society, whether it's Dangerous Minds. Freedom Riders is really interesting. I mean, I remember, the first time I saw this was actually in school, because, obviously this is the type of movie they'll show, they'll play tons of times in school. And it's definitely a really decent film, worth checking out. I mean, this movie actually takes place at Woodrow Wilson, which, by the way, I never went to a school called Woodrow Wilson, but when I was in Virginia, there's actually a school there called Woodrow Wilson. So I always found that to be pretty funny. But this one is in Long Beach, California, so it's a totally different version. But still, yeah, I mean, I definitely thought this movie is the script was really decent. The performances by the ones who plays the students, I thought was really decent. You had April Lee Hernandez, who plays Eva Martinez, who I thought was really solid. You had the other castmates. The other classmates, were all really solid. Really decent film. I mean, Hilary Swank has a really cool speech in this. Definitely really decent inspiration movie worth checking out. So if you guys have never really seen Freedom Riders, I'm not really sure we can find it nowadays. You can find it on Vudu, Apple TV. It's not really on any major streaming sites, but let me lead you guys. Have you ever seen the 2007 film Freedom Riders? If so, what show? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? Drop comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. This is Simon signing out.